Hey everybody, happy Thursday evening. Wanted to give you a brief update on Francine and what we are still expecting here as we head through the evening tonight and then going into tomorrow. So today we have gotten by pretty good at this moment. We have not had too much in the way of issues. The tornado threat's now virtually zero, so that is good news. And that should be the case as we head through the overnight as well. The instability is just not there. We do have a little bit of shear out there, or wind shear, but at the moment we just don't have the storm energy for any storms, tornadic storms. So that's good news. The rain is still coming. We are actually seeing some pockets of heavy rain right now in our western counties, and we'll take a look at radar here in just a second. But we will be looking at between now and Sunday off and on showers. Now, between now and tomorrow, they are technically associated with remnants of Francine. And even Saturday and Sunday, I guess technically they are still remnants of Francine, but by the weekend, this system will fall apart, falling apart already. It's a depression still, a tropical depression. But as we get towards Saturday and Sunday, we're not worried about severe weather concerns. We'll just continue to see some of these showers linger around the area. So that's what we are looking at over the next few days. But we are starting to see a couple of these showers here on radar perk up a little bit. So let's take a look here. I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see what's going on here, and I'll move this so you can see the radar. I'm going to flip that up again so doesn't turn off. So here's a look at the radar right now. For folks around Nashville, we've gotten by much of the day without rain. It's just been cloudy out, and really for a lot of folks, we've been dry for the day. But we are looking at showers now, mainly west of 65. A lot of it is going to be near the Tennessee River, but I've got my eye on these showers here. Again, the tornado threat's pretty much zero. But what we are likely seeing here in Perry County and Hickman County, some decent rainfall and even a few rumbles of thunder. So we're starting to see a couple more of these showers and storms pick up in intensity, and we'll continue to see that as we go through the evening hours for tonight. So I'm going to put on our national radar so you can see an overview of what's going on. And this is all of what's left of Francine here, and I'm going to loop this so you can take a look at the swirling motion of Francine. So the low is actually out here near Memphis, and that's where we're seeing more rain, a couple more impacts, and of course the higher wind gusts are out here as well. We've got gusts maybe up to 35 miles per hour in our southern counties. Here is a tornado watch that's been issued in central Alabama. Again, I don't expect tornado issues for tonight, but we do have a small risk for tornadoes heading into tomorrow morning and into the early part of the afternoon. There's going to be a brief window of time where we need to make sure that we're paying attention to these bands that are coming through. What we lacked today was instability or storm energy. We will start to pick that up as we head through the overnight tonight, but the wind shear that we have today will start to lessen. So there's going to be a very brief overlap where we might have a rotating storm or two, and that again looks to be Friday morning through the afternoon hours again on Friday. So that would be a low threat for tornadoes, and in fact I'll pull up where I think the best chance for a few of those rotating cells will be. Storm Prediction Center pretty good at highlighting where the best instability is for tomorrow, mainly west of I-24 and mainly south of 40. So does include, I would say, the corner of Davidson County, but generally this is going to be the area that we are watching for the potential of a rotating storm or two, and that timing again looks to be Friday morning through the middle of the afternoon hours. Wind gusts not going to be a big problem for us either tomorrow. Wind is not a problem as far as severe weather goes, but we'll find some gusts tonight and overnight around 25 to 30 miles per hour here in Nashville, more in the 20 mile per hour range as we head through Friday. And we get into Friday night and early Saturday, our severe weather threats just kind of go away, and then we're left with rain. That'll be the story for the remainder of the weekend. So with that, flood watch is in effect until 7 a.m. Saturday, and these are the areas that are under that flood watch right now. So we will be watching this area closely for any localized flooding. Now, as far as the amount of rain, how much we are expecting, again, this is a multi-day event. So through the weekend, we are expecting upwards to 5 inches in our southern counties, and it kind of lessens as you go from west to east. So here in Nashville, in the I-65 corridor, 2.5, perhaps 3 inches of rain possible. And that again is going to be multi-day accumulation through Sunday. Now, something that we will want to watch as well are what we call training storms. And those are going to be ones as we go through tonight. Notice the movement of these storms. It's kind of in a south to north movement. They tend to track over the same locations. Those would be areas that we need to watch for localized flash flooding. This, by the way, takes us through Friday morning. So notice the movement of the showers now. It's almost a north or a south to north movement. And so if we continue to find bands that move in, which we do expect as we get into the later morning hours of Friday, we are looking at the potential for some training cells here. And that would be where we pick up some localized heavy rainfall. Could lead to some ponding. Most of the rain should be able to soak up relatively easily because of the fact that we just haven't had very much rain. So I'm not expecting widespread flooding issues, but I do think that we are looking at maybe some localized stuff. I did notice a comment here from Kirk asking, he's driving to Memphis in the morning, what should I expect? I think we'll continue to see sort of this off and on rain pattern that we've got. Even by tomorrow morning, the area of low pressure, or the center of the low here, is moving through Memphis right now. So the winds won't be quite as breezy, and as you go towards Memphis, the winds do pick up a little bit. But as this low continues to exit north for Friday, things and conditions should be a little bit better than what we're seeing today towards Memphis. They're not as bad this afternoon here, but in Memphis, I think you'll see slightly improving conditions, maybe some scattered showers and stuff for the drive. But through Friday, you notice even here in Middle Tennessee, we continue to sort of see this off and on rain. This is lunchtime, and then we get towards 3, 4, 5 o'clock. We continue to see that south to north movement. And again, right along the I-65 corridor, you see how they just continually track over the same location. Those would be areas that we need to watch for potential localized flooding. This will continue as we head through Friday night. Now, Friday night football, I do think we're going to be dealing with some scattered showers. I don't think it's going to be a severe weather threat, but it's possible we could have a rumble of thunder or two, which would delay games. Case in point, I would probably bring your rain gear just to be on the safe side, but severe weather should be turning off at that point. And then we get into the overnight Saturday afternoon. If you have plans this weekend, we just continue to see these scattered showers kind of hanging around. That's going to continue all the way through Sunday. So for the Music City Grand Prix, the Titans home opener, this is Sunday. We'll stop this right around noon. I think scattered rain continues to be the problem for us here all the way through the afternoon and into the evening hours. So again, this is kind of a multi-day event as far as the rain goes, where we're picking up anywhere between 1 to 4 inches of rainfall. And this is going to be all associated with Francine. So that's what we're seeing here. And again, that area of low pressure is spinning off over in this direction. So just to kind of recap, again, we're looking at maybe 1 to 4 inches of rain total, and that'll be between today through Sunday. I had to think about it for a sec. And we do have a very brief window of opportunity or time where we could have a stray tornado or a brief tornado. The overall tornado threat was never a big threat for us, but it was something small that we need to keep an eye on. Again, these tropical systems tend to have a mind of their own. Thankfully, we have not been working with a lot of instability or storm energy. So the energy just isn't there for tornadic cells to get going. But there will be a really small window between about 6 a.m. tomorrow, maybe 3 p.m. in the afternoon, where there's a small risk for a brief tornado. So best thing you can do is just make sure you're staying aware of what's going on and stay tuned to the forecast. I think that's all I got for now, but just wanted to update you since we don't have a 5:30. We've got the baseball on. I believe it's Yankees-Boston. It's always a good matchup. So I will see you guys at 9 o'clock. We'll have new model data coming in Interesting to see what it'll say with sort of the lack of rain today. Dry air was actually one of the reasons why we didn't have a lot of rain this morning and into the middle of the afternoon. It's just taken too long. The atmosphere has taken a long time to saturate because it's just been so dry. So we'll continue to see pockets of rain filling in as we head through the evening tonight, overnight, off and on through Friday, off and on through Saturday, off and on through Sunday. I'll see you guys tonight at 9 o'clock. Thanks for tuning in.